This is the veil of respect. This is the unveiling of the intellect. People, they look at me thinking I am oppressed, but I tell them oppression is just a depression of the mind, taking time of a crime, judging a soul by the way she is dressed. It's criminal, slave of subliminal propaganda. See a man with a Philly beard, why are you gonna throw him in Guantanamo, calling him a radical? This is the veil of respect. This is the unveiling of the intellect. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Don't be a victim of your TV screens. Don't believe everything that they tell you in the magazines. As Brother Malcolm X so eloquently said, if you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the ones who are oppressed and loving the ones who are doing the oppressing. You know, it's like on one face I am listening to the ringing words of justice, and as the bell rings my soul is tingling, and I say, bring what you promised. You got me thinking two-face. I'm still listening to the ringing words of justice. Then I hear the word justice become just is, as in it just was three-faced. I am listening to the ringing words of justice, and then I realize that as the moon is a reflection of the sun, you know, every word, it needs another one to become its own, and there's no justice without truth. But then how can we be true when hate manipulates my sisters? There is no looking without seeing, and there is no seeing without believing, and there is no believing without certainty, and there is no certainty without knowledge, and there is no knowledge without wisdom, and there is no wisdom without freedom, and there is no freedom without freeing this, and there is no freeing this without truth, and there is no truth without justice. Connections, they must be made, but true direction is beginning to fade, and our judgments, they are being replaced, and justice is being veiled and veiled, but so are they, just in a different way. You see, this is the veil of respect. This right here, what we're doing today, sisters, this is the unveiling of the intellect. You see a veil on our heart. A veil in our hearts is a veil in our souls. We see, but we don't really truly perceive. I mean, a veil on her face must mean jailed is her case, right? Wrong, because that's when judgment becomes injustice, because it's biasly deemed, leading to prejudge it's, and God doesn't even prejudge unless our actions are determined by innocence or guilt. So who are we? We become hidden, following lost crowds, listening to only those who shout, and wisdom is silence and ignorance is loud. And did you know that Satan's fall was because he was proud? Angels never deceived, but the devil turned nightmares into living dreams. Miscommunication is lack of communication. Miscommunication is lack of communication. My sisters, what is miscommunication? Lack of communication. The chapters of the final revelation unreceived. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. We read, but we don't really read. When will we question what we believe about media morality, telling us that tomorrow will never be, and today is only today, and only today we will breathe? It's twisted. It's twisted like a needle lost in an illegitimate thread of streams. As Shakespeare said, if you prick me, do I not bleed? This is the veil of respect. This is the unveiling of the intellect. People, they look at me thinking I am oppressed, but I tell them, you know, oppression, that's just a depression of the mind, taking time of a crime. Judging a soul by the way she is dressed, it's criminal, slave of subliminal propaganda. See a man with a Philly beard, why are you gonna throw him in Guantanamo, call him a radical? Thank you.